Greetings, all my little subs and subs-to-be. I am Master Dominic. This is Angel.
Hello!
It's my absolute pleasure to welcome you back to Genshin Impact. Okay. Now, before we actually get into the main story quest, I do have a couple secondary quests to knock out first. Let's see. Alright, so first up is this one. This one started while I was grinding off screen by mistake. Basically, the character Sucrose, who hello, Holly, who I actually have and can show you, got a pack of trading cards from a friend for the trading card game of this world, and wants to figure out how to play. Apparently the game is very popular here in Mondstadt, and is played here at the Cat's Tail Tavern, so we're gonna go check it out.
Is that a snow runt?
Yes.
Welcome to the Cat's
Runt.
Tail. Ah, it's the Traveler and Paimon. What a nice surprise. Oh, and Sucrose the Alchemist. It's been a while, hasn't it? I'm afraid I've already told you before. Fur from the Cat's Tail staff is not for sale, no matter how much Mora you offer.
Sucrose is an alchemist, meaning she uses lots of weird ingredients to make potions and stuff like that. She's apparently tried to purchase the fur from the cats that work here at the Cat's Tail. Because it's supposed to be like one of those kiddie restaurants where the cats just...
A cat cafe?
Yes.
Don't worry, Margaret. We're not here for that research project I told you about last time. Sucrose, what kind of experiment were you trying to do with the cat's tail? I just wanted to test out some hypotheses, and I needed some materials. But, we can talk about that later. Actually, Margaret, we're here to learn more about Genius Invocation TCG.
Ah, Genius Invocation TCG. We were just talking about that game. You see, more and more people have been gathering at the Cat's Tail to play, so I thought, why not have a dedicated staff to serve the new customers?
Thank you, Prince.
Allow me to interpret. Prince says that the word customer is much too loose of a term, and we should instead refer to anyone who loves dueling with cards as TCG players.
My mistake.
He said all of
So
that
it seems
from
I
Meow?
haven't introduced you yet. This is Prince and Shuyin. They will be in charge of taking care of our TCG players.
I'm sorry, he speaks cat.
Allegedly.
Reminds me of a fucking bit from an episode of Sword Art Online Abridged. They had a running gag that there actually was a cat that somehow got into the game. And there was an episode where Kirito was having an argument with it. You know, they were going back and forth, and it would just go, meow, and he'd be like, you son of a bitch, I never would have thought of that. And then one of the characters is like, can he actually understand what he's saying, or is he just screwing with us? And somebody else was like, it's Kirito, so it very well could be both.
I'm afraid I must correct you there, ma'am. Only Prince, the strongest and most formidable TCG player of all, is capable of providing valuable guidance to our new players. The average player is incapable of grasping the subtlety and sheer genius behind Prince's every play, and he has no choice but to rely on me to communicate with everyone. I am merely Prince's lowly assistant, that's all.
Are we allowed to show somebody sucking a cat's dick on stream? My god.
I'm thinking go with no.
Speaking of animals, the link for our charity for the current month just popped up in chat. We're raising money for the ASPCA. one of the largest charities around that helps to rescue neglected and abused animals and find them proper homes to live in and be happy. If you wish to donate, there's a link in chat. There's a link on our Twitch homepage. And if you don't wish to go through Tiltify, our respective cash apps will occasionally pop up in chat as well. Or you can just sit in on the streams, subscribe, or just watch through the ads. Because all the money we make over the course of these streams will be going to the charity.
Wow! Another guy who can understand animals!
How can you use such a crude word as animal to describe the one and only Prince? He is special and the only one of his kind. Such a remark is an insult to Prince.
I don't think Prince gives a damn.
Shu Yen, in the eyes of the common folk, I look no different than any other ordinary cat. It's a natural mistake to make, and you shouldn't overreact. Ah, understood. I do apologize.
What the fuck?
Wait, the cat's actually giving him shit for being so overprotective? Oh my god, I love that.
I love it.
It seems he really is capable of communicating with the cat. Could this be the result of some modification to the language center of his brain?
Seriously, how can he get all of that from a simple meow?
Yes, it was the sacred duels of genius invocation, TCG, that formed and cemented our bonds of mutual understanding. It's my firm belief that by simply playing the game, players can develop a deeper level of understanding between one another.
So, playing Genius Invocation TCG fosters some sort of a telepathic link between players?
Somehow Paimon doubts that.
Uh-huh. Anyway, if you'd like to know anything about Genius Invocation TCG, then please ask Shuyan, who will ask Prince. Though I'd love to explain more myself, it's time for my daily walk. I'll let Prince play a game with you and walk you through all the rules.
Just as a seasoned warrior can foresee the path of his opponent's sword, so too can I, as a TCG master, predict my opponent's every play. It would be improper to pit a newcomer to the art of the card against one such as myself, and I must therefore politely decline. That's what Prince said.
Uh-huh.
Prince doesn't want to play with us, huh? Fine, then Prince doesn't have to. We'll play you instead.
I'm sorry, but from the day I met the mighty cardmaster Prince, I swore an oath that my hands would live solely to hold the cards and not to play them. I will never play another match of my own again.
Right, Prince probably can't hold the cards on his own.
If Prince is unwilling to play, then I guess we should look for an alternative. How about this? Diona!
Sorry, I can't explain anything. I have to go for my walk. Yeah, pretty much.
Blah, blah, blah. What is it? I'm pretty busy over here, you know.
Did we just get a lippy little Neko girl? Oh my god.
What is just happening here?
Was she behind the counter the whole time and just so fucking short we didn't see because she was like on her knees stalking a shelf?
Yeah, they're like, or she was taking a cat nap.
Oh god, this is great. Oh wait, shit, it's actually saying something. Diona, the bartender at the Cat's Tail, hates all alcohol, but has a rare talent for bartending. No matter the drink, as long as the mixing is in her hands, it will be delicious. Her excellent bartending skills and her cat eels and tail, run in the family, are a big hit with hunters, making the Cat's Tail extremely popular. However, please take care not to touch her ears or tail when ordering. If you cross her, the consequences will be dire. We just got Husker! An excellent bartender that hates being a bartender. We just got Husker. Oh my god, yes.
But Husker's an alcoholic.
Yeah, but still. We have the shitty attitude bartender. That's a cat.
Why is it that every player that sets foot in here to play Genius Invocation TCG has to have a drink? Ugh! Don't they have any clue that the key to playing a game is the ability to think straight? Seriously, Games and drinks don't mix. Don't they get that? Ugh.
What can I say? As the tavern owner, I can't help but feel happy to hear this. Anyway, I see you've been working hard, so I thought you could use a break. So why not come over here and teach these customers the rules of Genius Invocation?
Isn't she supposed to be on her
Yeah,
walk?
what kind of break is that? I'd rather not. Oh, why are we letting all these loafers come in here to play Genius Invocation TCG anyway? All it does is encourage more people to come to the bar for a drink.
The fact they say the entire name of the game every time cracks me up. Yeah, why not just call it Invocation? Ugh.
You know, if drink sales keep going up like this, pretty soon Mondstadt's alcohol industry is gonna reach new heights. Looks like my first step in destroying Mondstadt's alcohol industry should be stamping out the spread of Genius Invocation TCG.
My
my God,
dear, you are
except for
quite
the hating alcohol
mistaken.
business,
You said it yourself,
Jesus
a
Christ.
clear mind is necessary to win. Soon, their thirst for victory will overcome their thirst for alcohol. Prince speaks the truth, Diana. Not only is the spread of Genius Invocation TCG no obstacle to your goal of destroying Mondstadt's alcohol industry, it could even support you in this endeavor.
Could it really?
Sure, why not? Alrighty then. Our 2 customers are waiting to learn. Shuyan, let's put you on drink mixing duty for now.
Just call it
But
TCG.
Shu Yan is destined for a far greater purpose.
Shuyan, drink mixing, now.
Oh, okay.
Ooh, all right. We'll
Okay,
need some
so
space
first
to
of all,
learn.
Puzzle's got Kazumis.
Let's go to that empty
Yes.
table over there.
And TCG just stands for trading card game, so...
Wait a minute.
What?
Husk was a gambler too,
Yeah,
and
and...
deal with cards.
Yeah, so...
My God, this is Husker.
Oh my god, Prince's title is the Dual Saint of Cats.
Diona's waiting for you. Go talk to her, and she'll teach you the rules of the game. That's what Prince said. And I need to go start mixing drinks. It's a pity that I can't look on while you learn.
Sure, that's what he said.
I love it so much. Okay, I'm seeing dice, chips, and cards on all the tables, so... This game... She's not
Okay,
Husker,
let's go
she's
through the
Whisker.
rules.
Ah!
First things first.
I like it.
You'll be needing your deck, so place that on the table.
She's Husker's sister.
Deck?
Yes? You should have built a deck. You know, a set of cards that meets the bare minimum requirement to play the game. What's with the blank stares? Come on. Don't tell me you came to learn Genius Invocation TCG without bringing any cards.
Well, we have the cards from the pack that Sucrose got.
That's right. We have some cards that I received from a friend.
Yeah. You're gonna need a few more cards than that. Okay, let me think. To learn the game, you'll need at least 2 character cards to switch between. Oh, that reminds me. A few days ago, when I was closing up for the night, I noticed a customer had left a couple of character cards on the bar counter. Maybe you could use those for now.
Are you sure that's okay?
It's already been a few days and he still hasn't come back to claim them. Who knows? Maybe he left them here on purpose. Oh, okay, yeah, I got them here with me. You know, just in case the customer came looking for them. Yeah, not because I like to play the game or anything. Please.
All right, so now we have 2 character cards. That's everything we need, right?
Yep. So, are you ready to start? All right.
Okay.
Then let's begin.
Lesson 1, character cards and attack types.
Welcome to the world of Genius Invocation TCG. Simply put, this is a game where you control character cards to duke it out with your opponent. Pew pew pew.
I call bullshit on this. If those are her cards on the bottom and those are mine on the top, I'm fucked! She's got a Diluc and a Kaya! I've got a couple of piss-ass Hilichurls!
Once you've defeated all of your opponent's character cards, victory shall be yours! Now then, you're gonna need a character on the field to start with.
Oh no, these are mine, okay.
Let's finish this swiftly.
First,
Roll.
we roll 8 elemental dice at the start of every round.
The fuck? The actual fuck?
These dice correspond to elemental energy. We'll be spending these dice to perform actions.
Oh my fucking god, it's Dungeon Dice Monsters from Yu-Gi-Oh! I know how to play this.
Once the roll phase is over, you'll enter the action phase, where the real
Win,
game
get in here.
starts.
Wait for it.
During the action phase, you can spend elemental dice to perform various actions. Of course, the most common action is to use character skills.
Okay. Cost 3 pyros after selecting... Accurate. That would've been funny. Does 3 pyro damage.
Not bad. You just made your first attack. During the action phase, both sides will take turns making their moves. After you use a skill to attack your opponent, it's their turn to attack. And as you can see, once the enemy finishes their move, it's our turn again.
Duh.
Okay, well, 2 Omni dice.
Now, these are Omni Element dice. They can be spent on any move regardless of the elemental type.
That makes sense. There's only 7 elements, but they're 8-sided die, so they had to have something to fill the 8th slot.
So, we're gonna use them to pay for the pyro dice needed for this skill. Go on, give it a try. That was pretty good. That's one opponent down for the count. Bam! But the game has only just begun. Remember? You have to defeat all opponents to win. As much as we'd like to attack again, seems like we've run out of usable dice. In that case, let's end this round. After you end round, you won't be able to do anything else this round. And once everyone
No
chooses
kidding.
end round, we can move on to the next round. All right, here we are, a fresh new round. Woohoo! And a fresh new round means time to roll the dice again. That's how we're gonna get the elemental energy we need, after all. Ooh, that's some terrible luck. Well, there's no way we'll be able to use Diluc's skill now. But don't worry, situations like these are why we have the option to reroll. Once per round, you can select all the dice that you don't like and re-roll them.
What the hell was that?
Skull Trumpet.
When the action phase begins, the player who first chose end round in the previous round takes their turn first. This means that since you finished first the last round, you'll be the first to start this round. Alrighty then, let's learn a little bit about energy and elemental bursts. Each time you use a skill, your character will gain 1 energy.
Okay.
Once Diluc's energy is full, he can use a powerful elemental burst. But we're still 1 short. Never mind. Let's start with the normal attack instead. Diluc's normal attack only needs 1 pyro die and 2 other dice of any type.
Hello, Crazy Stacks. Thank you for the follow.
In any case, your normal attack needs fewer pyro dice than your elemental skill. Now we have 3 energy, plus we have enough pyro elemental dice left over. It's time to use your powerful elemental burst!
Verdict is...
Switching characters and elemental reactions. Okay.
In an actual game of Genius Invocation TCG, you need to use multiple character cards to form a party.
Oh, shout out for Crazy Stacks. This summer, Crazy Stacks is questing through Tarkov. Will they escape with their loot? Find out in this action-packed adventure. Twitch.tv/CrazyStacks. Cool.
That's awesome.
Next up, it's time for your second character card, Kaya, to take the stage. Oh, it seems like any move by Kaya is going to cost quite a lot of cryo dice.
Okay, better.
When you deal cryo damage, you'll cause your target to be affected by cryo.
Freeze!
Good! Now our opponent is affected by cryo. This is a good time to learn about elemental reactions. Different types of elemental damage affect enemies with different elements. When a character is affected by certain elemental combos, an elemental reaction will be triggered. At the moment, your opponent is affected by cryo, so we should try and use a pyro skill on them. Looks like we have to switch active characters, though. Oh, that reminds me. Both sides must have 1 active character, while others are considered standby characters. Normally, we can only use the active character skills. Now, if we want to use the skills of our standby character, we'll have to switch them to the active character. In this case, we'll have to switch to Diluc in order to use his skills. You can spend 1 elemental die of any kind to switch a standby character to the active character.
Let's go.
Switching characters is an action, just like using
20
a
years
skill.
for what, when?
So once it's done, it's your opponent's turn.
I win.
Most skills can only target the active character. As you can see, your opponent just attacked Diluc.
For you to go live. Haha.
Alright then, now that Diluc is our active character, it's time to use his skill.
This summer, Chroma Win is coming to the big screen near you.
Oh god.
From epic battles in Elden Ring to chill game sessions, this streamer is ready to entertain. Will they conquer every challenge? Find out at twitch.tv/chromawin.
Because the opponent is already affected by cryo, dealing pyro damage triggers the melt elemental reaction.
I stream in the summer? I didn't know that. I don't know when, do you?
When triggered, melt increases damage dealt by 2. This will allow you to deal loads of damage in one go.
You do now.
Genius
Nice.
Invocation's elemental reaction system is pretty cool, huh?
No idea. Yeah, so Win, welcome in. We are currently playing Dungeon Dice Monsters, apparently.
All right. Next up, let's learn how to use card types other than character cards. These cards are all known as action cards. Each time a match starts, you have to draw 5 action cards to form your starting hand.
That's a Paimon card.
Yes, it is.
Uh-oh. Looks like we don't have any elemental dice we can spend to make an attack.
Reroll everything!
Seriously? We still don't have any usable dice even after that reroll?
My microphone broke, so it's gonna be a sad no audio moment. Well, that means you can still type in chat.
Well, never mind. Even in cases like this, we can still attack. We just need to put the action cards in our hand to good use.
Okay.
Don't underestimate action cards. They can grant all kinds of support and buffs to your active character. Take this one, for example. So playing this action card will require 2 of these. See the symbol? Yeah, that means you'll need to play elemental dice of the same type. Some other cards will cost you these instead. The cost requirements for these are much more lenient. You can spend any kind of elemental dice. We'll cross that bridge when we get there, though. For now, just play this action card.
So what?
So,
So geo
playing an
cards?
action card from your hand is a form of fast action. Fast actions do not end your current turn.
Elden Ring with no audio might be based if I don't suck for once.
Simply put, you can continue to act even after playing an action card. Well then, you have your blade. Time to test it out. But wait, Diluc's elemental skill costs 3 pyro dice, and right now, we don't even have 1. Well, not a problem. This is where we can use a more advanced mechanic known as elemental tuning. By discarding 1 card from your hand, you can convert 1 elemental die into the element of your current active character. Sometimes, you won't be able to perform any actions you want to because you didn't roll the elemental dice you wanted. Oh well. Moving on.
This still sounds like a less complicated YGO. What is YGO?
Ingenious Invocation TCG.
Yu-Gi-Oh!
Keeping up a constant flow of
Maybe.
combat is much more important than the number of cards you have. In this case, well, let's just take all these useless cards and use them for elemental tuning.
Yu-Gi-Oh, you old man. Why shorten it?
Just like playing cards from your hand, elemental tuning is a fast action.
Prehistoric cucumber. And that made me pickle.
Come on, hurry up! Use elemental tuning to get yourself...
Prehistoric cucumber? I've never heard anybody called that.
Well, would you look at that? Finally, we now have enough elemental dice to use Searing Onslaught!
Mesozoic cactus. Okay.
Stop with the insults! They're...
Because you have the White Iron Greatsword equipped, Searing Onslaught will deal 1 extra damage! What? Now comes the final part! Hoo-yeah! In a real match, you can make adjustments to your initial hand. At this time, we can select any number of cards in our hand to shuffle back into the draw pile, and then draw the same number of new cards. What? Once you have confirmed any adjustments you wish to make to your starting hand, both players have to select their starting active character at the same time. Oh boy, this one's a real doozy. We gotta take it out pronto. Let's see how you do this time. Remember, start by selecting your initial starting character.
Let's go.
Okay.
Honestly, you're not that much of an old man. You're younger than I am.
Reroll. We got 2 Omnis, so that's a good start.
Hey, look at you! You sure are getting the hang of these rolls. Now let me teach you one last trick, free of charge. You can preview your opponent's actions. I mean, that is to say, you can read their intent. Check it out! So here's where you can see all your opponent's intentions for this round. All your opponent's intended actions for the round will be listed here in order. Reference this to come up with effective countermeasures and easily defeat your opponents. Well then, that's the end of the tutorial. You're on your own from here. May victory be yours!
Okay. Character will deal +1 damage. When you play a talent card, a character uses skill. Spend 1 less cryo die.
How many times do we have to teach you this lesson?
When you play a talent or your character uses skill, spend 1 less pyro die. Okay. Create 2 Omni elements.
It's a trap!
Okay, so...
Berries and cream! Berries and cream! I'm a little lad who loves berries and cream!
Okay, so it costs 1 less pyro die now, so... Now in order to use... Okay, so I could use his normal attack, or... If I... create 2 pyro die, I can use the other one.
The fuck was that? It's kinda creepy.
A little bit.
Hi, how are you?
Oh yeah, it's all coming together.
Oh no, this lets them automatically do.
Having fun, Holly.
Okay, I don't think I can do anything else, so I'm gonna end my turn.
You can do it!
Wait. There's one more thing I almost forgot. Every time you hit an end phase, you get to draw 2 cards from your action cards pile. Remember, you have to make use of both your elemental dice and your action cards to win.
What the fuck?
I'm not sure. Okay, re-roll these 5.
Watch him rollin', watch him go, watch him rollin', watch him go. He be rollin' down the street, he be rollin' to the beat.
This will be interesting.
Victory screech!
Okay, I think I have an idea of what to do.
Cool it!
I just need to hit him for 2, and that should be game.
That sounded oddly familiar. But I can't place it.
Loud noises!
Okay.
Alright, cool. Those are the basics. Did you get all that? What we just played was an adventure challenge designed specially for new players. Genius Invocation TCG can be played in duel mode, where each player brings 3 character cards, or in adventure challenge mode, with a fixed deck for each challenge. But the rules are all the same. As long as you understand the basics, then you should be able to take on any of those rowdy booze hounds.
Although I feel there are still many details to grasp, I think I understand the basic premise of the game now.
That was quite a detailed explanation. I didn't know the Cat's Tail's famous mixologist had such an eclectic skill set.
What? Oh, when did you get here?
I stepped in while you were in the middle of your explanation. I hope I didn't dampen the mood.
Don't be suspicious. Don't be suspicious.
Not at all.
Don't be suspicious. Don't be suspicious.
Yeah,
Anyway, what are you doing here?
Wait, isn't that dart?
The Cat's
Yes.
Tail is a
Ninja
player in
do
Mondstadt's
whatever the
alcohol
fuck.
industry. Naturally, you have some collaboration with my winery. I'm here today to discuss a few items of business with Margaret.
Too bad she just left. But if you head off right now, you might still catch up with her.
Never mind, it's nothing urgent. In fact, I think I'm now more interested in this card that you're using to teach them the game.
Wait, this card?
It's Diluc's character card!
Although I have some degree of experience with Genius Invocation TCG, seeing this particular card is a first for me.
A customer left a few days ago, but he wasn't even playing the game while he was here.
Oh? And what sort of a customer was he?
He wasn't wearing an eye patch, okay? He had a light complexion and a super serious look on his face. He wasn't much of a talker and looked like he was just drinking his worries away. Never seen him around here before.
I feel like it was Kaya, because she said he definitely didn't have an eye patch, and he had a very light complexion, and he looked super serious. When Kaya has an eye patch, dark skin, and normally looks more playful.
Eye patch, you say?
Gah! I was trying to give the opposite description, but I just ended up giving it away. Sorry, guard captain.
Don't worry. Somehow, I don't think he'll be giving you any trouble over it.
So, what about the Diluc character card?
I don't mind. It's just a card with my image on it.
I didn't expect Diluc to be familiar with Genius Invocation TCG.
The game has been catching on lately. It's hard to go anywhere without hearing it mentioned. Every now and then, I'll sit down and play a game with the customers in Angel's Share.
I challenge you to a duel!
I was hoping we could play a game, but this issue of someone leaving a character card with my image of the cat's tail is very intriguing. It's getting late, and
I declare
someone
victory
has
by
some
forfeit.
explaining to do. We'll have to have that duel another time. Good. Then I'll take my leave.
You know where the door is. Don't let the door hit you where Lord Barbados split you. Uh-oh. Guard captain.
I hope Kaya will be alright. Well, now that we are familiar with the rules, why don't we try playing a game of Genius Invocation TCG?
Ooh, 2 new players having their first ever duel. This sounds like fun. But in order to play an official duel, you need to have 3 character cards. Remember, a complete deck has to have 3 character cards and 30 action cards. Got it?
Then, let's use my cards. These were mixed in with all the others I had received. And I didn't know what they were for at first. But now that we've learned the rules, I can see that this one must be the Sucrose character card. Now, it looks like we each have the Kaya, Diluc, and Sucrose character cards. So why don't we have our first duel? Alright,
Okay.
let's duel.
Yeah, sure, I'll just run with
Unlike
whatever
the
I get
adventure
dealt.
challenge you tried previously, duels are true tests of strength between 2 players. In a duel, your opponent can also use action cards, and they'll also be able to grab new cards during an end phase. At the same time, your opponent must also spend elemental dice to take actions, so you'll be unable to view their intent. Are you ready? It's time for some exhilarating fights to the bitter end. Meowza!
Meowza. Okay, let's lead with
Let's go.
Diluc then. And Sucrose is leading with Sucrose. Okay, let's see. I got 2 Omnis, an Ice, and a Fire. So we can throw away these 3 Dendros and the Electro. Boom, bitch! Oh, that's a good-ass hand. Okay, so let's... Okay, I can use this card. And... Yeah, let's go with that. There, reduce the cost of his skill. And Hit for 3. Okay. Yeah, nothing I can really do with those. So... if I switch to Kaya...
Ready when you are. Freeze!
Ah, son of a bitch. He changed characters. Fine.
Dodge this!
I'm out of dice, so I have to end. Toss these. Come on. Better. Oh, okay. Only one food card can be used on a character per turn. Okay. Do that.
Cool it!
Let's finish this, swiftly.
Let's switch back to Diluc. And... alright, Kaya card is out.
Darn. I didn't factor that into the equation.
Okay, and now let's switch back over to the our Kaya card.
This will be interesting.
Alright, and I'll end my turn. Alright, roll phase. 2 Omnis, 2 Cryos, and a lot of bullshit I don't need. Come on. Better. Much better. Oh, Sucrose has a move that hits everyone? Bitch and a half. Okay. Deals cryo and creates an icicle after you switch characters. Deal 2 cryo damage. Oh, okay, so it's a weaker move. Now, you know what? I'll use... yeah, his standard to cause melt.
Dodge this!
Extra damage. Yeah, I just need to hit for 2.
Need to make... Oh, I wasn't expecting that.
Okay, and I still have... I think an Omni and a Pyro. But it would cost me 1 card, or 1 die in order to switch. So I think it'd be best for me to just end my turn. Oh my god, that was a shit roll. I only got 2 pyros out of it. Much better. Let's use this one. Play the card. Let's switch over to Luke.
Let's go.
Oh wait, so if I use this one, creates 2 guys, so what? Oh, so it's basically a card that converts them, okay. So then I can just use his again, because now I again have 3 usable dice. Okay, I have 1 die left. Choose 1 summon on your side and granted +1 usage. I don't know what that means. Yeah, so I'm just gonna end my turn. Get rid of you, get rid of you, you, and you. Oh, damn. Switch over to Kaya.
Ready when you are.
Oh, shit, wait. Oh, never mind. Oh, wait, right, elemental tuning.
freeze!
There we go.
Where did I...
You ever ruin somebody's day in Yu-Gi-Oh? I have not.
Well, yeah, but you're not a playrooms.
I can't believe I lost when we had the exact same character cards. The rules must be more complicated than I first thought. Every decision is a difficult trade-off in this game. If there was only a way to transplant the arms of the two standby characters onto the active character's body.
That's not how the rules work, Sucrose. Don't be a sore loser. That kind of thing is looked down on in TCG circles.
Oh, I am sorry. I was beaten fair and square. I know that. I just can't stand losing. But it was a fun match.
Her voice is so subdued, but it's like, I'm just so pissed off right now. Like...
Paimon didn't know you could get so competitive, Sucrose.
I always get a little upset when I lose. It's like that with my research, too. It always gets to me when my experiments don't go as planned. Especially when
I love how
there's
occasionally you hear
like
Kitty Mew in the
Albedo around
background.
to compare myself to.
You lost me at alchemy and experiments. But I'm pretty sure it's normal to feel that way. Playing cards is no different. Each game you lose makes you want to win the next one to settle the score. And the desire to win pushes you to improve your strategy and build a better deck. Seizing victory through a winning combination of luck, skill, and experience is where all the fun of Genius Invocation lies.
But what if you keep trying and never win a single game?
A losing streak, yeah. That'll definitely get you down. But it's way better to keep trying until you win than to just accept you're a plain old loser and give up.
You make a good point, Diona.
Besides, Sucrose, you're already making great progress. It'd take at least 8 of our regular booze hounds to match your level. You played well this last match.
Jeez, Win, that is a mean card you're talking about.
Thank you. I'm just a little disappointed to lose, that's all. But Genius Invocation TCG is a really fun game.
Said he was using a card called Trickstar. Draw a card, you lose 400 life points. Normal summon, lose 400. Special summon, you lose 800. So, yeah, you can basically just make your opponent mill themselves to death.
Good! Having fun is the main thing. If you ever want to play again in the future, feel free to come by the Cat's Tail. But don't expect me to play with you. I just mean, this place probably has the right atmosphere.
I'll definitely be back.
Alright. I think you should have all the basics down by now. I need to get back to bartending. Shiyan's likely been busy making his
Trickstar is
tavern
an
more popular with
archetype.
his delicious cocktails.
Oh, okay, so
Pui,
it's
pui, pui.
a set
We
of
can't
cards.
have that. Huh. Burning Mondstadt's wine industry to the ground keeps me pretty busy, you know. So if you need any more help, go bother Shiyan.
Okay, Husk. Okay, well, as much fun as that is, that actually might be one of the few side quests I do off-screen. Just
Does it take for fucking ever?
yeah, a round takes a while. That took me an hour to get through all that. So yeah, I'm gonna do some other quests in the meantime, because that just unlocks my ability to play that in the game, and I'm probably not gonna play it on screen very much. Let's go talk to this person. This will let me unlock the technically. Okay. Was somebody making trouble, Win? Oh my god! 60 quests here?
Okay.
Well, in Mondstadt, there were only 22. Apparently, I've already completed 7 of them, so let's cash all those in. Reputation level 2 already. And that unlocks bounties. Oh, but apparently bounties apply to everyone. Because I've already done 3 of them in Mondstadt, and it says I've already gotten 3 done here. Well, that is some bullshit. Do not worry, you aren't even 10% through them. Yeah? I like doing the reputation stuff, it's fun. Quest complete. And that got me recipes. Oh god, it got me a lot of shit, actually. 20,000 Mora just for talking to that bitch. Oh my god, I can't believe I did this. I forgot to do a wish at the start when I had enough points. Okay, hold on. I got shit to collect. Deal 8 or more points of damage in one action, a total of once. In a victorious game. God, that is very, like, specific. Okay, hold on. Wish, wish, wish. There we go. Alright, we're rolling the dice here, people, trying to get a new character. The ones available are... Oh, wait, it's Chi-Chi! The little zombie girl! Aww. Okay. Rolling. Let's see what we get. Got at least 1 purple. Okay. Yeah, weapon, 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 weapon. Oh. A Favonius Warbow. I already have like 3 of those. Fuck off. I want new characters. Nah, I don't have enough for any more rainbow gems. Oh! Okay. Okay, nothing else that is, like, immediately necessary. Let me just check one thing. Because I think I just unlocked something cool. Oh, wait, hold on. I'm dumb. Let's see, recipe. There we go. Oh, and I got a food recipe. Golden shrimp balls. Ooh, deep fried shrimp.
Yummy.
Okay, now let me see. Yes! Okay, so this is a Geoculus, which is the same as the Anemoculus that I had before, except it looks for Geo instead. So the Anemoculus that you collect, you offer those to the statues of Barbados in Mondstadt to get prizes and upgrade your stamina. You do the same thing with the Geos here in Liyue by offering them to the statues of Rex Lapis. So now that I have this, every one of them I make will lead me to one of the Geos, and I can upgrade the statues a little bit more until I collect them all like I did with the Animos. So that'll be an off-screen thing. I just wanted to show that off. Ooh, I got a thing. Make a total of 50 wishes. Nice. Free money. Thank you. Thank you. Alright. Okay, let's get on with some more quests. Let's see. Sword Cemetery and Guadalupe Gorge is defended from all sides by 3 Hilichurl tribes. There's an adventurer from the Adventure Guilds. Talk to them and see what she knows. Okay, I know what they're talking about.
It took me booping her 3 times for her to even turn her head. She was just giving no fucks.
Yeah, no, she wasn't. It's kind of cute. Alright, so this is a mission I've accidentally been continuing off-screen. Because it just requires me to hunt down and beat the shit out of Hilichurls and their camps. And I've been doing that by mistake while I've just been exploring and collecting loot. So, that chest there is guarded by, or was guarded, by 3 barriers, and I accidentally broke 2 of them already. So, let's see what she has to say about the 3rd one. Let's see, 1 to the north, 1 to the south, and 1 to the east. Okay. Okay, so I know I already did that one. That would be the northern one. Alright, south. Guessing that'd be there, so... Yeah, let's try heading south and see if that's the one I haven't done. Yeah, there'd be some sort of... Yeah, an elemental resonance thing. I already did that one. So if that's done, then that means it's the tribe to the east that I haven't beaten yet. Okay, and this path here is east.
Right.
Stab! Stab! Stab!
Right.
Okay, yeah, there's there's a thing and it's still locked, so this is the one I haven't done yet. Okay, trying to get my bearings here and figure out what I need to do. I think first things first, I need to take out Shield Boy here. Make it rain, motherfucker! Ah, damn it. Okay, you are getting annoying.
This moment will be frozen in time. How fortunate.
Thank you. Amber, light it up. And that's basically what I had to do at each one of the camps.
Bet you can't keep up with me.
Go in, beat up the hill churls, and then it breaks one of the bubbles. Do, 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 do. Now, let me guess. I'm going to try to open this chest, and it's going to be booby-trapped, and something's going to attack me.
A reward on the road.
Or not. That was it? Okay. Cool. And that was a mission I needed to do for some rep here in Mondstadt, so let's turn that in. Okay. And let's go ahead and continue with the plot. A little over an hour in, I knocked out a couple of random missions. So, huh. Why is this chest here? That's why that chest is here. Hello. I thought you were broken.
That's cheating.
With the wind!
No escape.
Thank you.
Is this
Hey, bitch.
an answer from this world?
Yeah, I'll deal with that. Okay. Wow, I took a lot of fall damage there. Leave me alone!
Right on time. I myself only arrived moments ago.
I haven't
Did you
been here in
enjoy your
weeks.
visit to the Jade Chamber?
It was so big. big and pretty and expensive. Paimon's never seen such a fancy schmancy place before.
Indeed.
Look at her malfunction.
It's second to none in all of Liyue. Then you met with Ningguang, I trust?
What's up?
What did you
Oh,
talk
just
about?
checking some messages on my phone.
Super rich and so generous.
Making sure there's nothing important.
Paimon thinks she's very friendly. Yeah, his take on Ningguang is quite different from Paimon's. He thinks that even the tactless Yuheng is more trustworthy than her.
Oh, so you also met with Keqing then? What did she have to say?
She
Ka-ching.
said the time of the Adepti has long passed. If even the Liyue Qixing don't want to face that truth, then what future is there for Liyue?
No respect for the divine. Indeed, contrary to the ever-bold Keqing, Ningguang is more of a businesswoman at heart. Though they are both members of the Qixing. Although she's friendly, there's no way of clearly discerning her true intentions. Yes, she has only relied on herself to rise to her current position. No ordinary person could ever achieve that. It's said that she's the one behind the constant expansion of the Jade Chamber. It's the second most important thing to her. Even if she ever gave up the position of Tianquan, she would never give up the Jade Chamber.
The Jade Chamber is only second. What's the most important thing to her then?
Why, Mora, of course.
All Ningguang talked about was the Fatui this and the Fatui that. She said that after Rex Lapis was murdered,
So
the
she only
Fatui
cares
have
about money.
constantly been trying to sink their fingers into Liyue.
Probably in order
and
to
that they
advance other
aren't to be
goals.
trusted.
The world
That is
revolves
how
around
the
money,
Fatui
of
have
course.
always been. It doesn't surprise me in the least. No matter what they may be planning, you must be careful when dealing with the Fatui. Always be on your guard.
So,
Of course.
is there anything we need to get for the rite of parting in Diwa Marsh?
Yes, as a matter of fact, there is. Today, we'll be gathering wild glaze lilies.
Glaze lilies? But why did we come all the way out here? Doesn't the garden in Yujing Terrace have some? Even Qingsa Village has glaze lilies. Oh, right! Paimon remembers that Madame Ping is always tending to flowers. Maybe we could ask her.
No, those lilies have all been gardened by people. They won't do it all. Dihua Marsh used to be full of glaze lilies. It is a sort of joyful flower that listens to human song. Before the Archon War, Dihua Marsh was all dry land and fertile soil. But the war caused landslides, and the land was flooded, turning it into the marsh you see now. Nearly all the glaze lilies were wiped out. Of course, there are some kinds of flowers that have been preserved and gardened by people in the city. But very few people know that glaze lilies may still be found in the wild. Wild glaze lilies have the strongest fragrance. If we want to follow the true tradition of the rite of parting, we must grind up the wild lilies and place the powder in a censer of everlasting incense. But I'll need your assistance in gathering these flowers. No, I need you to sing to them. Singing to the flowers will make them more fragrant.
So how good is your singing? Really?
You want the
Paimon
truth or a very
believe
polite
you?
lie?
We'll only know once he starts singing.
Is this gonna be a rhythm game?
It's time to sing. Whenever you're ready.
Da 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 da.
What happened?
Jesus fuck!
These flowers are jumping. They look really
Okay,
angry.
that
Because
happened.
you sing a song for Mondstadt that they don't understand here in Liyue?
Did my singing piss him off or something? What the hell?
You sang the wrong tune.
Maybe?
Bet you can't get him.
Oh, so sorry.
Let it rain.
Freeze!
Fuckers.
Those weren't glaze lilies. Glaze lilies wouldn't hit people.
This little monster is known as a whopper flower. Strange. These petals look interesting. The glaze lilies used as a disguise were buried with the whopper flower for too long. The result seems to have surprisingly potent medicinal value. Let's collect what we can of these petals.
Well, that's nice and all, but will those petals be useful for the rite of parting?
Unfortunately, no.
That's so lame.
Excuse me. Are you searching for glaze lilies?
Oh, hey, it's... What's-her-face? I can't remember.
Hello,
On
traveler.
you.
What's her face?
I'm surprised you still remember my name.
Thank the subtitles.
That reminds me. How was your visit to the Jade Chamber?
Well, it sure would have been better if you told us how to get up there.
Didn't I tell you the way? Surely I did.
No.
Nope, we found the way on our own.
Uh-huh.
Oh, I see. Uh-oh. I guess I really did forget to tell them.
Huh. Something seems a little off about Ganyu. She's acting different from the first time we met. Where's her serious attitude now?
Ah, well, I met you at that time as an emissary of the Tianquan. But now, I am simply out on a stroll to see the flowers.
You came all the way out here to see the flowers? Why not just enjoy the gardens of the city?
Yujing Terrace is where Rex Lapis parted from this world. If I strolled through those lonely gardens now, I wouldn't be able to bear it. Whenever my duties take me near Yujing Terrace these days, I draw the windows to block my view of the gardens.
Oh, sorry. We shouldn't have brought it up.
No, it's quite all right. I just haven't processed my emotions yet. When the Archon War came to its end 2,000 years ago, the first iteration of the Seven would gather in Liyue and drink with Rex Lapis. But 5 of those original 7 had already passed before Rex Lapis. It's truly a changing of the guard. Yes, now that the spirit of Rex Lapis has returned to the heavens, only Barbados of Mondstadt remains of the first 7. The other 5, including Inazuma's Raiden Shogun, are no longer the same friends from 2,000 years ago. Of the current 7 Archons, the youngest is Sumeru's god of Dendro. She is merely 500 years old, whereas Rex Lapis was more than 6,000 years old at the time of his passing. This means that Liyue had been under Rex Lapis's rule from the moment it was first founded 3,700 years ago. The city has never had to bid farewell to its deity.
So what do you think of this farewell?
Huh? This is a little sudden. As a mortal, I've never dared to imagine a Liyue without Rex Lapis. But as an Adeptus,
I think I will eventually come to grips with reality. Since Rex Lapis has passed, the time of Liyue's contract with the gods and Adepti has now reached its end.
Huh? Did you just say, as an Adeptus?
Yes, I am a mix of human and Chilean. Adeptus blood flows through my veins. I fought for Rex Lapis and the city of Liyue during the Archon War. After the war ended, I signed a contract with Rex Lapis and took the position as secretary for the Qixing. I've continued those duties to this very day. Well, let's save that conversation for another day. You say that you are here looking for glaze lilies? I
No, you
also know
assume
where
that.
wild glaze lilies can be found. See, I've just picked one myself. Here, you may have it if you wish.
We dare not refuse it.
Oh, so did you sing a song before you picked the lily?
Indeed, I did. I know this tradition well. In fact, I sang a local Liyue ballad to it.
Wow, so you really know your stuff, too. Thanks, Gunyu.
No, it is you who I should be thanking. If not for this chance meeting, I never thought that I would be able to contribute to the upcoming farewell for our ancient lord. If you would excuse me, I should return to my work now. Good luck.
And that just about does it. Our preparations for the rite of parting are mostly finished. Given the ease of picking glaze lilies, I think this was a fitting end to our tasks, in more ways than one.
Yeah, Paimon can already imagine him starting a business in Liyue.
I've had enough ventures in my life already. Beginning a new undertaking is always difficult at first, and requires no small amount of effort. And once business is at full steam, the stress of it all only wears away at you over time. So you must be careful to take the time to step back and re-examine yourself. If left unchecked, the wear and tear on your heart may go well past mending.
Wow.
Very true.
See, Zhongli sounds like he's already seen it all.
Uh-huh.
I think it's about time we head back to Liyue Harbor now.
Okay, well there's the harbor, but before that, I need to heal. Heal me, statue. Okay, now I go do this. I still think Zhongli is actually Rex Lapis. And the big dragon motherfucker we saw die was a stand-in.
What happened? The city gate is swarming with Millilith and... the Fatui?
Oh god.
Ah, you're the consultant to Wengsheng Funeral Parlor. Mr. Zhongli, I presume. The Millilith are watching our every move now. These are desperate times. We mustn't act rashly.
Desperate times?
Oh, to act.
The Adepti of Joyun Karst are finally on the move.
Okay.
Do they intend to exercise force?
Most likely. I've heard that some members of the Qixing have already gone to meet them. Well, I say meet, but it's more like they're attempting to stall the Adepti outside the city. However, both sides were quite obstinate and hit an impasse.
It seems inevitable, given the current situation.
The Adepti do not acknowledge the Qixing. They only acknowledge the contracts of the Geo-Archon. If the two sides come to blows, Liyue Harbor will be in no position to stop them.
Surely the Liyue Qixing are not the sort to give in so easily.
Their boneheadedness is known throughout the lands. Yet it's because of that obstinacy that mortals and Adepti are now on the verge of conflict.
And what now? How is it that the Fatui have come under fire?
That's all Ningguang's doing. She proclaimed that in these tumultuous times, the Millilith must rein in the actions of the Fatui. Only now do they want to start keeping tabs on us? That's the Qixing for you. Anyway, Mr. Zhongli, You're one of Child's close associates. Please understand that your actions will reflect on us. Don't let anyone catch you off guard.
It looks like things are about to boil over in Liyue Harbor.
Do you intend to use your neutral identity as an intermediary between both sides? Or will you use your sword to turn the balance? Neither path is an easy one.
I can do both.
Oh, by the way, Mr. Zhongli,
I can negotiate while
we've heard
stabbing
that the Guangsheng
someone.
funeral parlor has also been caught up in all of this. They're currently squaring off with the authorities at the gates.
Things are taking a turn for the worse. I'm afraid I must leave now to handle things back at Wangsheng Funeral Parlor.
Thank you for the support, Crazy
I
Sex.
hope that Master Hu has been able to keep things under control for the moment. Consider your next course of action carefully, Traveler. If you're trying to prevent an explosion, it may be wisest to look for the fuse first.
Having connections with the Fatui seems to be quite the double-edged sword. So what does Zhongli mean by looking for the fuse? Oh, Paimon gets it! If there's anyone that wants to see the whole city turned upside down, it's definitely him. He must be waiting for the moment when no one is watching to do something really bad. But where could we find him now? Where would he go at a time like this?
I'm betting he's gonna go try to steal the body of Rex Lapis. Or the supposed body of Rex Lapis. Again, I am maintaining that Zhongli is actually Rex Lapis. And that the dragon thing we saw
Either
get
that
killed.
or he's supposed to take his place.
Ooh, you think he might be his,
Successor.
his successor as an Adeptus to take his place as the Geo Archon?
I mean, it's possible.
Maybe. I hadn't considered that possibility. Yeah, so that could be why he acts so weird. It's not because he is Rex, he's supposed to be the one to take Rex's place on his death, and now that that day's here, it's kind of hitting him. Yep, this is where they said the body was being hidden. Ooh, boy. Alright, so I'm gonna need to have some serious heat behind me here.
Wow! This is the Golden House? It looked impressive enough from the outside, but who would have guessed that it was even fancier on the inside? And so full of Mora. This is where
Paimon, I will tie your hands behind your back if I have to.
In that case, maybe they won't notice if a few Mora go missing.
If it were that easy, this place would have been emptied out a long time ago.
So it's a trap! Tricky, tricky. Good thing Paimon's got you here. But even if we can't take any, we can still have a closer look, right?
Paimon?
Yeah, take a nap on top of a mountain of Mora. It's like a dream come true.
Something's wrong here.
Right, back to business. It's quiet. Too quiet. Surely someone's gotta be guarding something as important as the Exuvia. Huh? Look! What happened here?
Somebody knocked him the fuck out.
Paimon smells trouble. Quick! We have to go make sure that the Exuvia is alright.
I feel like I need to put one of those little backpack leash thingies for children on her.
You've already fulfilled your task as guides, so why do you still linger here? Haven't you already seen enough trouble for today?
I've never had enough trouble.
If you were Fatui, I imagine that you would be entitled to a generous reward from the Tsaritsa herself. But now, you're nothing but dross, and you're in my way.
Looks like I'm just in time then.
Although I'm deeply grateful to you that I was able to effortlessly find this secret location,
It's a
don't
giant
you
fucking
think that
bank.
trying to stop me now would just be wasted effort? Stopping the Mora Mints, hiding away the Exuvia. The Chising are really pulling out all the stops this time.
So you've been planning to take the Gnosis from inside the Exuvia all along?
As one of the 11 Fatui Harbingers, it's my duty to see the will of the Tsaritsa fulfilled. She will get that which she desires.
Not if I have anything to say
I'm
about
not
it.
asking for your blessing, and there's nothing you can do to stop me anyway. The time for
stab you.
discussion and diplomacy has already passed. I mean, if it were up to me, I would have skipped that stage to begin with. But I'm willing to do as the
Well, it's
Tsaritsa
not up
deems
to you
fit.
now, is it? Now.
Either way, we now come to my favorite part.
Go
A simple
away.
pleasure, and one that I am oh so delighted to be sharing with you. The
Why is he
battle.
monologuing?
Battle? So you're the type that goes looking for trouble, huh?
You could say that. When Signora offended the deities outside the cathedral in Mondstadt, she swiftly left the scene once her mission was accomplished. Instead of confronting you directly, she chose to rely on the snow and ice to make her escape. She wouldn't want the knights to come running towards the sound of battle now, would she? When she faces a worthy opponent, she will prioritize her mission, weigh the outcomes, and consider the consequences of her actions. But as for me, the greatest pleasure of being a Harbinger lies in crossing blades with strong opponents.
Show me one
Won't
then,
let what happened
bitch.
in Mondstadt ever happen again!
Oh, so you intend to fight me? Good. I won't kill you, Traveler. I'll just play along, to feel the thrill of battle. Besides, you could never defeat me, not even in your wildest dreams. But hey, try to relish the fight anyway, because if you ask me, without that, what else is
Will
there?
you shut up?
You're delusional if you think you can beat me, bitch.
Fighting talk, I love it! Now let's see you live up to it.
Speaking of living, you won't be in a minute.
This chance is hard to come by,
Anybody
so show
else
me
think
all
he
you've got.
reminds me of Pixie?
So very few ever get the chance to square
said
off
that
with
last
a
time.
Fatui Harbinger. So come now, amuse me, and don't you dare disappoint.
Health bar's already past half, bitch. Wanna keep talking shit? Do her down on the ground.
Coming.
Where you belong. He's an archer class, so he fights like
Poor
hammers.
timing.
Easy.
Dodge this. Passable effort. Not bad, not bad. Not bad. You've got a trick. Haha. Good. No wonder Signora was so wary of you.
Wait, what?
That just means I can go all out. Brace yourself.
Oh,
This
how is he
about
suddenly
to get
electric
tough.
class?
Now, show me what you can do against the might of a Harbinger.
That's not something he should be able to do. Only my character can do that, because I'm from another dimension.
Maybe he is too.
Motherfucker!
Freeze. All you do is run and push your luck. Got you.
Get this.
Break.
I'll race you there.
I'll crush you.
Not so hard.
Damn.
Dodge this.
Oz, reveal thyself!
Freeze. This.
Yeah, I gotta have my character back in the fight or I'm screwed here. Oh my god, he hit hard.
Something else catch your eye? Got you. Cool it. Dodge this. I'll crush you. Oh, so sorry. What's the hurry?
No one escapes my sights!
No use hiding back there. Cool it.
Be a bitch.
Not bad. Your swordsmanship is quite impressive. But that's about as far as you'll get.
You're supposed to be able to do that?
Yes, I can.
Didn't think you had that card hidden up your sleeve.
You were just playing this to get close to the Exuvia!
Oh, quiet down. Stop acting like some wide-eyed recruit. You've seen this world. You of all people should know. This should have been expected! Well then, I'll be taking Morax's Gnosis now! I see. Well, this is most unexpected.
Thing's moving.
You beat me to it, didn't you?
What the fuck? Sorry, did I miss the I am thou part here? Tartabuia. Oh.
This is going to cost you!
Yeah, he looks like Loki now. Again, more catchy vibes. Oh shit! You can fly, you can fly. Motherfucker, why did you not fly? You have wings. Oh, this is bad.
You got to the Gnosis ahead of me, didn't you?
Lending more credence to my theory. The thing didn't have the magic-y bit that an Archon's supposed to have.
Did you leak the information regarding the Golden House to me on purpose? No matter. Hand the Gnosis over, now! Don't make me take it from you!
We didn't take it!
What didn't we take?
His Gnosis, the thing that gives magical energy to the Archon. It's the same as, like, the little jewels people normally carry to have magic. Except, you know, it's like a god's equivalent. The 11 are supposed to be stealing them from the 6 Archon that aren't the Cryo one. That's what was stolen from Barbados back in Mondstadt outside the church. Remember when that one bitch froze him and us? Okay.
Time to fight.
Yeah, well, that's what she did.
What's the hurry?
Wings of darkness! Come, sever night from day!
Oh shit. Damn it.
Bet you can't keep up. By royal decree.
Did he just summon a motherfucking whale! Oh my lord!
Who were you?
He did! Holy balls! He summoned a whale at me! This motherfucker threw an aquatic mammal at me! Why? How?
Why not?
Cause fuck that bullshit! That's why not! Oh god! More healing food! Damn it, so close! Yes! Yeah, one now, bitch!
Child's back to normal again.
Well then, time to cool off. It seems the burden of the foul legacy transformation was too great for my body. I lacked the opportunity to think this through. And now that
what happened to liking the thrill of battle?
You never had any chance of beating me to the Gnosis. You had no connection to the Gnosis, no matter where it had been taken.
That's what we've been trying to tell you. We didn't take it.
Your show of ability today far surpasses that of Signora's initial assessment of you in Mondstadt. Tell me, how could that be?
I'm slowly restoring my power.
You already know the answer, don't you? I can see it in your eyes. But if that is a secret you wish to keep, I guess I'll just have to curb my curiosity.
Look up who voices Child in Genshin
This battle has already
Impact.
left me satisfied. Anyone who strives as I do to grow stronger shall be called a friend, even if our friendship can only be shown in battle against one another.
Well, let me give you another friendly stabbing in the chest before you go.
Unfortunately, I must bring this amiable conversation to an end. My quest still beckons. Given that the Gnosis wasn't taken by anyone, then we must look once again to the beginning. Perhaps it was never in the Exuvia to begin with. In fact, it might be that the Exuvia was just a diversion of sorts.
What? So you mean that...
Rex
Yes,
Lapis
it appears
lives!
so. Interesting to say the least. It seems that the guardian deity of the capital of commerce is also well versed in little maneuvers beyond the boundaries of contracts. As such, we must now look to our backup plan.
Backup plan?
I had hoped it would never come to this, for the weak will be swept away in the process. The truth is, the world belongs to those who pursue strength. I seldom willingly involve myself with the weak. Unfortunately, we cannot be picky about our methods as Fatui Harbingers. Children must all learn to eat their vegetables sometime.
So what are you planning to do?
I will awaken the god that lies dormant beneath Guyon's stone forest.
Huh?
Osial, overlord of the
Yeah, no, they're not
Vortex,
the same
who was
person. I
defeated
mean,
by
they
Morax,
sound
the
similar, but
Geo-Archon
they're
in the
not.
Archon War, and who has remained pinned beneath the waves by the Geo-Archon's stone spears ever since. If such an ancient god were to be unleashed upon Liyue Harbor, defenseless without the protection of its deity, do you think the cunning Rex Lapis would just stand aloof and watch the ensuing destruction?
But the Archon War ended 2,000 years ago. How can an ancient god appear in a world now overseen by the Seven?
Simple. I've already prepared the means to awaken it.
Hey, those are sigils of permission. Oh, Paimon remembers now. The Fatui have been researching them.
Indeed. The one that was given to you was just a byproduct of our research. With the power of so many sigils of permission concentrated in one place, along with that which was bestowed upon me as a harbinger by our Tsaritsa, breaking the subduing might of the Geo-Archon spears for a time should be no obstacle. Using the powers of ancient gods in such a situation fails to interest me, and is largely against my principles. But knowing that such an action will not only force the Geo-Archon to show its hand, but you as well, that makes matters a little more intriguing.
So he's basically going to awaken a dead god just so Rex will reveal himself.
Why?
Because they want Rex's power, but they need to physically take it off his body. Oh! Fuck me!
Let's see. Will the nation that has lost its deity be swallowed up by an ancient malice once more? If you wish to drown together with the people of Liyue, you're free to stay and enjoy the show.
Alright, Paimon, let's go. We gotta go fight Kyogre.
He's already gone. That guy is fast.
Now the question is, are we gonna team up with Groudon or Rayquaza for this?
Yes.
Jesus Christ! Oh, no, it's not Kyogre, it's a fucking Hydra! Somebody hit Godzilla. We're fighting Ghidorah.
Paimon's exhausted. If we hadn't happened to see the Jade Chamber flying over just as we came out of the Golden House, we really wouldn't have known which way to go. Did we make it in time? Is the Overlord of the Vortex still in the sea? It hasn't destroyed Liyue yet, has it?
What are you doing here?
Trying to save your ass.
Hold on! It's the Adepti! What are you doing on the Jade Chamber? Paimon thought you were arguing with the Qixing. Is the fighting over?
Faced with a calamity of such magnitude, we have agreed to put our differences aside for now and unite against this common enemy.
Oh, Paimon gets it. So how do you plan to defend Liyue?
That's so pretty.
Just seeing this Overlord of the Vortex guy puts a pit in Paimon's tummy, even from all the way out here.
It's not just you. We've got new Millilith recruits who can't even stand at attention without shaking. The force of an ancient god's presence seems to be too much for ordinary people to handle. Which is why we must stop that monster before it gets any closer to Liyue Harbor.
So the Archon War was fought 2,000 years ago against enemies like that thing? Now that's scary. So will the power of the Qixing, Millilith, and Adepti gathered here be enough to stop that god?
We've already discussed this together, and our conclusion is... not necessarily.
What? But all of you are supposed to be the guardians of Liyue. Can't you think of something?
One certainly could.
Huh?
The Qixing did once research the matter of the Guizhong Ballista when it piqued their fancy. And as fate would have it, one who did craft the Guizhong Ballista with one's own hands is here. For what could you mortals ever learn of Adepti mechanisms? Yet, it would take one, but a little tinkering to turn this ballista into an engine of war beyond your wildest thoughts.
I love that
I
phrase.
suppose this is one blessing from the Adepti that we should be thankful for. So be it. We shall use the upgraded Guizhong Ballista to fight off that god. All the Adepti here can lend their strength to man it. We haven't a moment to spare.
It's 5 o'clock and
Our
it's
battle
not pitch dark
begins
outside.
now.
Correct.
Yep. Yes. And the problem with this is...
And it just means that, the daylight stuff is changing again. Okay.
Well, the few months, that's gonna be the key.
She's using her power to make duplicates of the ballista. Suck it.
The Fatui! They're attacking the Guizhong Ballista!
Fuck him up! God, look at that fat bastard just strolling in.
3 Adepti are manning the Guizhong Ballista. Do not let the Fatui disturb their work.
All able millilith.
On it.
Let's go help too.
We Adepti have not faced a god in several millennia. Let one see what you're made of then. What strength remains within you. One wishes to witness.
Who's next?
Let's move.
Windblade!
Shouldn't get careless.
Y'all motherfuckers have screwed up so bad you have no idea how much off-screen grinding I have done. Eat my tornado, bitch!
Looks like I went too far.
Oh, my foot didn't go too far up your ass now, did it? I'm literally just standing here running in circles, waiting for the next dumb motherfucker to show their face. Come on. Come on.
Be careful not to get hit.
Okay.
You mean like that?
Cheating dick.
The Fatui! Their attacks are unrelenting!
How daring. Snezhnai's diplomats will answer for this afterward. Every last one.
I will end you. See right there.
The ancient god's attacking again.
Oh god, they knocked my character out.
There's so many to do too. We can't look.
Were you about to say we can't hold them, children?
Huh?
Don't lose heart. Here, take this.
This is Adepto energy. That light from your body. It's like the time in Jay's punch.
Holy crap.
It's a Madam Pink shockwave. His brain is really strong.
No excuses.
This one will be frozen in time. What's the hurry?
With the blood of the Chilean, I guard you against evil! Cast your fear of injury by the wayside, and fight with all your might! I too did this during the Archon War!
We've got a healer on deck.
He's like in a fight.
My name means swiftness. Take my power and run as I do.
We're going too fast.
So now I have super strength, super speed, and super healing. They're basically making me Superman for this fight. Yet my stamina's just not going down anymore.
Strong in body and spirit. Perhaps you can withstand 3 forms of adeptal energy at once.
This will hurt a little. Please bear with us.
Once you've adapted, try to use them in battle.
I amuse myself a little.
Windblade!
Going anywhere.
What?
Sun's shine.
Let's move.
Let me
Disappear.
amuse myself a little.
Bye-bye.
Caution! I fear that the god's power has reached its peak!
In other words,
Well, I'm just getting started.
worse to come, right?
This isn't good.
Blink!
Oh, so sorry. With the wind!
The Fatui's numbers are thinning!
Fight on, comrades! Once we finish this...
The numbers might be thinning, but the people they're sending definitely aren't. My god. These guys are fat as fuck! Think in a place where they only have frozen food, they get a bit thinner. God damn, she took the dude's head off!
The interlopers are no more. Now we may commit ourselves fully.
Now that there aren't... Oh, shit! I was joking when I said bring in Godzilla, but damn. That wasn't an atomic breath attack.
It's working! We just need to keep this up!
Oh, shit. It's about to fire back.
Be careful now.
The Guizhong Ballista is destroyed. Without its covering fire, retaliation shall be difficult.
But the Jade Chamber is our last line of defense. We can't give another inch, no matter what.
I have another idea.
What do you mean, Lady Ningguang?
I'll sacrifice the Jade Chamber.
What is the meaning of this?
I understand.
Traveler, lend me a hand. Farewell, old friend. Goodbye for now. Let us meet again in the future.
We're about to drop a giant fucking building on this thing's head. We used our power to disable the magic that keeps it afloat. So we're about to drop what is essentially a skyscraper on this bitch. Jesus Christ.
You just dropped a bomb on this bitch.
Yeah, because all the magical bullshit inside. Explains why there are no collectibles in it. Eat my tornado. Yep.
Is it finally over?
The ominous aura of that monster has indeed begun to fade. The effects of the Sigil of Permission last but a short time. It will be some time before the Overlord of the Vortex can make any waves again.
We are indebted to you for your assistance. If the Adepti hadn't happened to be here, the future of Liyue Harbor would surely have been in great jeopardy.
Save your flattery. We didn't just happen to be here. Surely you won't pretend to have forgotten the reason for which we came.
Come now. There's no need for such harsh words, Cloud Retainer. I've heard that when Ningguang began learning to do business, she had already started setting aside part of her then limited income in preparation for building the Jade Chamber. At first, it was only the size of a small room, but with continued expansion, it has become the palace that lies before you now. It is a testament to Ningguang's entire life, both as a businesswoman and as the backbone of the Liu Qixing. Seeing the Jade Chamber destroyed in the defense of Liu means much to her. To me, such cooperation and sacrifice deserves at least some recognition, don't you agree?
Well, I was really hoping you would say that such sacrifice could at least be used as some leverage in our negotiations. Thank you all for hearing me out. We know very well why the Adepti came here today. But please forgive us. We cannot yield to your wishes.
Oh?
3,700 years. According to our records, the Adepti signed a contract with Rex Lapis to protect Liyue 3,700 years ago. Even to this very day, Liyue and its lands have stood the test of time, immovable as stone, just as it was thousands of years before. This is truly no small feat. But that does not mean that the Liyue of today is the same city as it was all those years ago. Do not merely cast your protective gaze upon the land. Instead, focus your sights on our city and each of the citizens that dwell within it.
Are you questioning our means of protecting Liyue?
I mean no offense. I simply hope that our Adepti forebears would see Liyue in a new light.
Forebears, you say? One doubts you would be fit to be part of such a lineage.
This morning, Rex Lapis appeared to me in a dream.
What?
In the dream, I yearned to tell him that we Qixing, though mortal, are equally bound to the contract. Each passing generation of the Qixing leaves many things of value to be inherited by the next generation. I also thought to tell him how the past generations of Qixing had strove under his rule to survive in our mortal world, establishing a network of contracts which has since come to be known as trade. But I dared not speak. I could only gaze at him in silence until the moment I awoke.
Oh, Ningguang.
Yet another perspective. What are you trying to say, Outlander?
When there's discord between the Guardians and those they were meant to defend, harmony is difficult to restore.
Right! That's something that happened in Mondstadt. It's a story about the Four Winds and the people of the Animal Archon. The Animal Archon sought to quell the strife between the two sides, because he believed that such conflict would only scar the hearts of both, and that nothing good would come of it.
Each of the 7 nations has its own scars from the past.
Though your point is the very height of simplicity. As Adepti, we've become a laughingstock, to be chastised thus by an outlander who has lent us such succor.
All right, all right. Didn't Ningguang suggest that we should focus on the city and each of its citizens? I know I already have, so why not see for yourselves?
I apologize for appearing in full armor. I am afraid I cannot show the proper courtesies.
And who are you?
I am Feng Yan, a sergeant of the Millilith. I have come to extend my thanks to the Adepti. I thought this battle would perhaps be my last. But thanks to the aid of the Adepti, our forces were not as badly battered as I feared we might be. Although I am a mere mortal soldier, I promise to hold the line and never betray the grace given to us by the illuminated Adepti this day.
Huh? Why does everyone look so down? Didn't we just beat that big monster?
Weren't you frightened, dear? It was quite the predicament.
I wasn't afraid. All the strong Millilith guards were there, and those powerful heroes with their visions were there. Everyone was there. When danger is near, everyone always protects me. And the rest of the time, they make fun toys and tasty snacks and loads of things that make the harbor so pretty. Thanks for protecting Liyue Harbor. Please come visit us for the next lantern rite.
Unfortunately, we wouldn't be able to participate.
Huh?
Because we are Adepti.
Oh, okay. It must be hard being an Adeptus. Aww.
You see, this is what Liyue is like today. The country of contracts is grateful to the Adepti for their protection, but it is no longer necessary for the city to rely on the Adepti's power to solve every little niggling matter. Although their blood is weak, there is still strength to be found in those we call mortals. The time of contracts between gods and Liyue has long since passed. Now is the time of contracts between Liyue and its people.
Seeing the port around us now, it is hard not to feel a bit out of place. Wouldn't you say so, Cloud Retainer?
Your line of inquiry is askew. One did not spearhead this expedition to Liyue Harbor.
Seems like the Adepti have had a change of heart.
And they're trying to understand it from their own perspective.
Let us return now.
Eager to leave, Conqueror of Demons.
Yes, one understands what the Conqueror of Demons means. The city of Liyue has changed much after our long separation. One fears that by the time one finally grasps the new contracts of Liyue, you humans would have once again changed the place beyond recognition. Fair enough. Away we shall, and return whence we came.
Since we Adepti have consensus, then one shall persist no further. But how will we ensure that the Liyue Qixing will not simply exploit their power once we depart? In my view, that is still a thing to be guarded against.
All right, Mooncarver, you needn't worry. It seems to me that this right of supervision is best left to the people of Liyue.
Looks like the conflict between humans and Adepti was avoided. All's well that ends well, huh?
Something like that.
You can say that again.
Oh, right! It's nice that we've got peace and all, but we're forgetting one thing. Child wanted to unleash the god so he could lure Rex Lapis out. But we were able to handle the Overlord of the Vortex on our own. So Rex Lapis never showed up. Oh, and speaking of that, don't we still need to get to the bottom of that Archon's death, too? Hyman doesn't get it. But isn't the strongest lead we have the Adepti-less rite of parting that we're organizing? No idea where Zhang Li's gone. Let's ask for him at Wangshen Funeral Parlor.
Teleporter unlocked? What? What teleporter? This music reminds me of the, like, gentle music in Jurassic Park. Whenever things aren't fucking crazy.
I'll keep this close.
Which, honestly, is not often.
Is Is there anything I can do for you two? I'm afraid that Wangsheng funeral parlor isn't in the best state to receive guests.
We've come to see Zhongli. Could you please tell him we're here?
Unfortunately, Zhongli isn't here at the moment. It seems he went to Northland Bank.
Doesn't the Northland Bank belong to the Fatui? Last time we saw Zhongli was before we went to the Golden House. Do you think he doesn't know about the attack on Liyue? Visiting the Fatui at a time like this could only mean more trouble. We had better go and make sure that everything is okay.
So if we're right about Rex being Zhongli, we're gonna go there to talk to him, and I'm guessing he's gonna get attacked by Child, and he's gonna steal his little magic bauble from him, the same way that that other bitch did to Barbados, aka Venti, the little musical twink. Ah, stop climbing the rails, you dumbass.
Like I said, it's
You
either
call this
favor or
cooperation between Harbingers. Cooperation involves communication, you know.
Don't take it to heart, child. Besides, aren't you happy that you got to skip the formalities and bring chaos to the land? I'm sure you must have enjoyed that. Oh, it seems that some of your friends have arrived.
Hey, it's Zhongli and Child. And you're also one of the Harbingers?
It's you two. I believe we've met once before. In the city of Bards, was it? I'm glad you still remember my name. Ah, right. I imagine that it must have been rather hard to forget watching helplessly as something precious was snatched away from your friend.
Trying not to murder.
Well, if it isn't you two. This is our first time seeing each other since Liyue was nearly wiped off the map. This is certainly a bit awkward, wouldn't you say?
Paimon knew that we should never have trusted a Fatui Harbinger.
Oh, now don't say that. Sure, I may have misled you, but I never had anything against you personally. Besides, I thought we were getting along quite well together, didn't you? Except for that little tussle we had at the end. Nothing personal. We just have different views, that's all. Of course, you may very well hold this against me, but that's up to you. The real deceivers here are Senora and Zhongli. Curse them for leading me on.
Excuse me?
So actually, I think...
Stop wasting time, child. There'll be plenty of time to chat once I'm through here. You remember the agreement, Morax. Now, if you would be so kind. The Gnosis, please.
Excuse me?
What in the world are you talking about?
The contract is fulfilled. That which thou seeketh is now bestowed unto thee. For my promise is solid as stone.
How sanctimonious.
Called it.
So you're the Lord of Chio? No, wait. That's an exciting twist and all, but why give the Gnosis to the Fatui?
I do not give it for free. I give it as agreed upon in the contract. For it is a matter solely between the Tsaritsa and I.
Yeah,
I don't get it.
You don't think you went a little bit too far with that whole fake death thing? Everyone was preparing the ceremony for you, and splat! This big dragon falls out of the sky, and all of Lyric goes into an uproar. Talk about a disaster.
Gathering all the forces that had been bubbling behind the scenes, and then stirring them together in a pot that was bound to boil over.
She reminds me of...
That's what he wanted to see. Am I right?
Wait.
Oh,
what?
God. Look at
Perhaps
that
it's best that I explain.
Shit.
As you know,
From
I've
Tales
dwelt
of
upon
Arise,
this
the
world
one
for more than
Lord?
6,000 years.
Yeah.
I just can't remember her
It
name.
is now 3,700 years ago that I founded Liyue together with the Adepti. Even boulders that can withstand whirlpools will erode with the passing of time. I kept convincing myself that cracks had not begun to form, and that the end of my time had not yet come, until one drizzly day, as I was strolling along the harbor, I heard a merchant tell one of his workers, "You finished your duties. Go ahead and call it a day." I stood motionless among the crowds, asking myself, have I already finished my duties?
Oh, Zhongli.
But as I began to consider relinquishing my divine role, I soon discovered that many reasons still remained to not hastily depart. Was Liyue, the city I had dwelt in for so long, already prepared to enter its next age? I decided that a test was needed in order to reveal the answer. So I feigned my own death, and gathered the cast of Child, the Adepti, and the Liyue Qixing to play their roles together on the stage that was Liyue.
And?
Indeed I was. The gnosis, which I had kept for so many years, suddenly seemed to have lost its meaning. That's right. Which is why I continued to safeguard the gnosis until now.
So you mean that if the chaos ever reached the point of no return, you would simply appear and use your divine powers to bring Liyue back under control?
Of course, and it would have been all too easy for him too. Just as a child quickly matures after losing their parents, so has Liyue matured when faced with the death of its deity.
In the end, the resolution to all that has transpired was even more satisfactory than I could have hoped for. Take the Adepti, for instance. Owing to their years of seclusion, they were the least informed. Yet when faced with a crisis, they commendably showed the greatest amount of restraint possible. Not only did they manage to cooperate with the Qixing, but in the end, they even made efforts to understand the hearts of the people. Credit is also due to Signora, the emissary dispatched by the Cryo-Archon to fulfill our contract. At my request, she kept everything she knew in strict confidence. This despite the eavesdropping ears of her colleague, Child. This meant I could remain as Zhongli, even having the chance to fulfill the age-old traditions of Liyue in this mortal form. Thank you for joining me on this journey, Traveler. All of these things turned out as I had planned. There is only one thing that I had not anticipated, and that was the conduct of the Liyue Qixing. I had expected them to do no more than the Adepti, to come to the defense of Liyue. But when all was said and done, they seized the opportunity to supplant Liyue's divine protectors, and used the subsequent power vacuum left by my death to quickly gain complete control of Liyue.
Huh? That doesn't sound good at all.
On the contrary, I think it is excellent. I had always feared that it was too soon for them to take over from me. And it was also that which I longed for the most. As such, this is the best parting gift anyone could have given this god of old.
Hey, what about me? Doesn't anyone feel the least bit of remorse for deceiving me? You've practically kept me in the dark.
You want dark? Let me cut out your eyes.
Would be more appropriate. You certainly played no small part in all of this, wreaking havoc and turning the city upside down. The Lord of Geo ought to thank you for your performance, if anything. If you hadn't created the pressure of a battle between mortals, Adepti, and a god, the lump of coal resting in the hands of the Geo-Archon, Liyue would never have been able to become a dazzling diamond of a city.
Huh? Just whose side are you on, mocking me like that? Are you itching for a fight?
You embarrassed yourself.
Hey, haven't you learned the Liyue saying, don't always call it as you see it?
Well then, with the Gnosis in my possession, I have no use for such idle chatter. We should return to Zapolyarny Palace and seek an audience with Her Majesty, the Tsaritsa. Come, child.
Ah, fine. I'll meet you there later. I'm not sharing a boat with the likes of you.
Do as you wish.
Now then, is there anything else you wish to ask me?
What did they give you?
Right! As Zhongli always told us, a good trade is a fair trade. Paimon has no idea what could be a good trade for a Gnosis.
Realistically speaking, there is no such thing.
Huh?
However, I am the god of contracts. For thousands of years, I have made countless contracts. If the deal was of no benefit, then I certainly would not be inclined to agree to it. My agreement with the Cryo-Archon will be the last of my contracts as the Geo-Archon. My contract to end all contracts. As for the bargaining chip that the Tsaritsa used to balance the scales, uncover that answer for yourself in your future journeys.
Paimon can't absorb so much information at once. So, Zhongli, what sort of contract did you sign with the Cryo-Archon? Paimon's so curious.
One of the clauses of our contract was not to divulge any of its contents.
Ugh, you're so petty.
Okay, just go ahead and
Today's
skip
the
the
day
little...
of the rite of parting. Although the star of the show is fake, we've spent so much time trying to organize it, it would be a real shame not to go there now.
Ah, crap. Fell in the water. Okay, it says follow the road upward, so I guess I actually have to walk. I want back my infinite stamina! That was fun!
Oh, well, since we're going through with this rite of parting, I guess it means that those rumors hit the nail on the head.
So Rex Lapis is really... But they didn't catch the culprit, did they?
Oh, come on. Do you think that the assassin could have been a normal person? You know what I think. I don't think any of the gossip on the streets you hear from those shady types is worth anything. There's only one real possibility in my mind. I've heard that the assassin was that Fatui fellow.
Oh.
Youngish, pretty high in rank. I think they called him Child.
The Fatui? They certainly are very suspicious. Who knows what those greedy, crooked folks...
Shh! Lower your voice. If the Fatui catch you in their sights, Rex Lapis won't be around to protect you this time.
Okay.
You know that god from the ocean couldn't have just shown up out of nowhere. I mean, it's been 2,000 years since Rex Lapis subdued it.
Yes, and to think that this happened right on the heels of the incident with Rex Lapis, too.
Say, do you think the person who assassinated our lord and released that evil god might have been one and the same?
Now that you mention it, that's very possible. Yes, it's very possible indeed. I mean, it all fits together. That person must have colluded with the evil god to harm Rex Lapis. Oh, that wicked, black-hearted scoundrel. Still, what sort of supernatural prowess must this person possess to be able to do such things? I have never heard of such a person in all my years.
Ah, forget it. Guessing's no use to us. Look, the Millilith over there looks like he's about to make an announcement. Let's hear what the Ministry of Civil Affairs has to say first.
I'm in, and they put that like a couple of times, and Holly's just like, what should I do? And I was like, okay, there's a part of my Discord, I know what this is. It's all good. Just ask him, Hey,
Yeah,
they put that
Hear
once,
ye all.
so
The Chi-Sing's words.
don't.
Though a
Well, they're
dragon
only doing it,
soars
like, every hour or
ageless as
so,
the
so it had been a
mountains,
problem.
Yeah,
it
but
too
again,
must
only
return
do it,
to
like,
dust.
once, and then it's
This is
good.
common knowledge.
Yeah.
They don't need to do it
Gods
every hour.
and Adepti
Yeah, I
live
gotcha.
glorious lives, but both light and shadow have their season. So too must they face divinely appointed trials. Rumors and hearsay abound on the streets that Rex Lapis was murdered. Now, let the truth be revealed. Having been thwarted in his trial, Rex Lapis's soul has recouped the celestial heights. He beseeches the people of Liyue to grieve not and to let not their hearts be saddened. Nor are they to believe street-born rumors or indulge in baseless speculation.
Okay.
Paimon needs a translation on what the Chi-Sing's announcement said.
They basically said he wasn't murdered.
So that's how they're spinning it. Something feels off. Why would they suddenly give up looking for the murderer? Not to mention how this excuse sounds like something they just made up on the spot. Could the Chi-Sing already have known that Rex Lapis wasn't dead? But Zhongli said that neither they nor the Adepti knew anything. Did Zhongli tell them in secret after his gnosis changed hands?
Probably.
Exactly, right? Ooh, seems like the rite of parting has been going on for a while now. Let's go have a look.
Let us go forth, Mini Pie.
Look, it's Ningguang and Keqing. Are they saying something? Are their speeches over?
As said previously, Rex Lapis's soul returning to the heavens is the end of the contract. And it is also the end of an era.
3,700 years of contracts burnt and reduced to ash.
We, the people of Liyue, were indeed prosperous. But blinded by our prosperity, we forgot that time can be pitiless.
The long, unending dream of our Archon walking among us.
Now that we have awoken from our dream, we must learn to say farewell. Will you stand with us as we re-establish our contracts? As we build a new age of prosperity?
So concludes the words of Her Eminence the Tianquan. Does Her Eminence the Yuheng have anything to add?
Huh? Is she looking this way?
Traveler.
Yikes! She really is looking our way!
Is that the traveler who they say defeated the ancient god?
So young.
The Liyue Chi-Sing always repay their debts. And as you have heard, our eyes see far and our reach is long. Name your price. You deserve that much.
Whoa!
Well, could you help me put up some missing person posters?
Talk to people.
And to think I'd put my best perfume on before coming here, thinking you'd like it. But it seems as if those perfumes really were meant to be offered to Rex Lapis. Well, that's fine. Suffer no rivals in love, they say. And that's 3 gone in 1 stroke.
Rex Lapis. Rex Lapis. Now that I think about it, if everyone's of the same mind as me, perhaps mementos for Rex Lapis might be the best short-term business opportunity.
Okay. Says I'm supposed to talk to 3 people. Who else am I supposed to talk to? I don't see anybody else with the little placard above their name. Oh, it's Madame Ping.
As for the mortals and Adepti of Liyue, what shape shall our relationship take from now on?
Look for Zhongli. Way at the back, huh? Enjoy watching your own funeral?
Hey, Zhongli! Look at this. Everyone in Liyue is caught up in their emotions, thinking that they'll never see Rex Lapis again. And here you are looking all relaxed.
Why would I not feel more at ease after laying down the burden I have borne for 3,700 years? Right. If the 2 of you can spare the time, I should treat you to a meal at the Xinyue kiosk.
You want your pocketbook?
That sounds like big talk, Zhongli. Paimon might have believed you if you were treating us to some 3rd-round knockout, but you'd have to pay out your nose just to stand inside Xinyue kiosk. Are you sure you can afford it?
You're right. I do like the Mora.
But why would Morax lack Mora?
As the Rex Lapis Morax, I can easily create Mora. But since I have chosen to walk this earth as the mortal Zhongli, I should abide by the same rules that mortals do. When I was journeying with you, though I still had the Gnosis in hand, I knew that I must soon retire from my role as an Archon, so I had to rehearse a little for my new life.
Oh, no wonder! Paimon gets it now. You didn't look at the price tags when we were spending because you've never had to. But since you weren't used to not being able to just make more Mora as and when you wanted to, you had to try becoming a parasite to society who lives off of other people's credit.
Well, you're only spending for 2. You don't have to say it like that. In the City of Commerce, we do not merely exchange money or goods. We also exchange knowledge, memories, and foresight, as well as positions, roles, and lives. The Archon Morax could never experience life as the true mortal Zhongli could, no matter how many times he descended to be with his people. I must thank you for that. I will treasure the memories that I made as Zhongli, traveling the streets of Liyue with you. That is true. But there is no journey that does not end. No meetings without partings.
Paimon thinks that we should make a move and continue our search for the 7.
I fear that continuing your journey may be difficult. The nation that neighbors Liyue by sea, Inazuma, is presently closed.
Closed?
Yes, the nation has been closed by order of its deity, the Electro-Archon Ball. And just as the people of Liyue preferred to call me Rex Lapis, she too goes by another name among locals in Inazuma.
Paimon thinks we've heard that one before. Raiden?
That is the case. And since Raiden is also the Shogun of Inazuma, people call her the Raiden Shogun.
That said, though people at the wharf were saying that the situation in Inazuma is very tense, Paimon doesn't remember that always being the case. It wasn't that bad last year. Zhongli, since you're Rex Lapis, shouldn't you know something about what's happening there? Just how did Inazuma become a closed nation?
It's because of visions.
Visions?
When faced with circumstances beyond their control, humans often bemoan their lack of power. But if a person shows true strength of will at a desperate and fateful moment in their life, the gods will look upon them with favor. This is what visions are. Magical foci bestowed upon those who have been acknowledged by the gods.
Uh-huh. That's how people in Teyvat see it.
But starting from last year, the Raiden Shogun began promulgating the Vision Hunt Decree.
Vision Hunt Decree?
Yes.
Excuse me?
It was an order to seize all visions within Inazuma's borders, and to inlay them upon the hands of the statue of the omnipresent god.
They want to seize visions. But why? Aren't visions blessings from the gods?
I should think that in the Raiden Shogun's eyes, it is precisely because they are divine blessings that they should be under the sole dominion of divinity.
Whoa, that's harsh.
So, the visions, the little jewels people use to control magic, are bestowed upon the worthy by gods. But now, the controlling god of Inazuma thinks that mortals aren't worthy of those blessings and is having them all taken away, returning all the mortals back to standard mortal status. Which is kind of bullshit.
The Anemo Archon is the god of freedom, and the Geo Archon is the god of contracts. For her part, the Raiden Shogun is the god of eternity. It seems as though she has finally decided to eliminate any unstable elements that could pose a threat to her eternal realm. The fact that even I, the oldest of the seven, have now passed away, will only strengthen her resolve to pursue eternity. Knowing her, she must have again quoted that adage she is most fond of when proclaiming that decree to her people. 7 ideals for 7 gods, and of these, eternity is nearest unto the heavenly principles. All right then. Was there anything else you wish to know? Well then, I suppose you'll have to find a way to get inside this closed nation. Have patience. I suspect that some serendipity must first come into play.
Saren, what now? Chapter 1, Act 3 complete. Jesus, that achievement was worth 90 points. Oh my god. So many new quests were just added to my log. Oh, Jesus, okay. Okay, so that's a lot to do. God, every time I finish doing one thing in this game, another bajillion things open.
Yeah, that's usually how these things work.
Give me my loot! Thank you. Archon Quest Chapter 1 Act 4. Wait. I'm still only on Chapter 1? Oh, Jesus. I feel like this game's gonna be a hell of a lot longer than I thought it was. Okay, so... Oh my fuck.
What?
I went from having one story quest to having 4. Oh, lordy. That's going to be a lot to do. You've been playing this game for so long, just now finished Chapter 1? No. No, I have not. Because if you'll look here at... I can't find the quest log there. No, not the fucking compass, the quest log. If you look here... yeah. Interlude, Chapter, Act 1. Chapter 1, Act 4. Chapter 2, Prologue. Interlude, Chapter, Act 2. I still have stuff to do for Chapter 1. And mediary stuff that comes between Chapter 1 and 2. Basically, Chapter 1.5. So yeah, there's still a lot of shit to do. But speaking of having stuff to do, it's nearly 6 o'clock, so I should probably get to cooking dinner. So I think that's where we'll call it for now.
Okay.
I agree, Holly. Oh my fucking god. I think I've put like 20 to 30 hours on screen into this game at this point, and God knows how many hours off screen for grinding. And we're almost to the end of Chapter 1. And I have seen things in the updates, like in the update note, that said, fixed this item for Chapter 5. So we're not even a fifth of the way through the game yet. It's gonna be going on a while. Anyway, who's under 8?
Wow, okay. Let's see, hold on.
Oh, you're good.
Things are taking their sweet ass time.
They most certainly are. Oh, hey, Zero's on.
Let's see. I wonder if... No, apparently he's not anymore. God damn. Well, fuckity fuck. Let's do 0. He's doing his 777.
On it. Alright. Genshin real life impact. Agreed, Holly. So, we're sending y'all over to our buddy Zero Budget Gamer, who's currently playing some Dead Cells, which is like a 2D version of Dark Souls. 2D platformer Dark Souls. So, thank you all so much for watching. We had an awesome time and hope you did too. If you like this video, please like, follow, and subscribe. And we hope to see every last one of you in the next video. Goodbye.